I will be reading The Catcher in the Rye, but I will be starting from chapter 5. Okay. We always had the same meal on Saturday nights at Pensy. It was supposed to be a big deal because they give you steak. I'll bet $1,000 the reason they did that was because a lot of guys' parents came up to school on Sunday, and old Thermer probably figured everybody's mother would ask their darling boy what he had for dinner last night, and he'd say steak. What a racket. You should have seen the steaks. There were these little hard, dry jobs that you could hardly even cut. You always got these very lumpy mashed potatoes on steak night, and for dessert, you got brown betty, which nobody ate except maybe the little kids in the lower school that didn't know any better, and guys like Ackley that ate everything. It was nice, though. When we got out of the dining room, there were about 3 inches of snow on the ground, and it was still coming down like a madness. It looked pretty as hell, and we all started throwing snowballs and horsing around all over the place. It was very childish, but everybody was really enjoying themselves. I didn't have a date or anything, so I and this friend of mine, Mal Brocker, that was on the wrestling team, decided we'd take a bus into Town and have a hamburger and maybe see a lousy movie. Neither of us felt like sitting around on our ass all night. I asked Mal if he minded if Ackley came along with us. The reason I asked was because Ackley never did anything on Saturday night except stay in his room and squeeze his pimples or something. Mal said he didn't mind, but that he wasn't too crazy about the idea. We didn't like Ackley much. Anyway, we both went to our rooms to get ready and while I was putting on my galoshes and crap, I yelled over and asked old Ackley if he wanted to go to the movies. He could hear me all right through the shower curtains, but he didn't answer me right away. He was the kind of guy that hates to answer you right away. Finally, he came over through the goddamn curtains and stood on the shower ledge and asked who was going besides me. He always had to know who was going, I swear. If that guy was shipwrecked somewhere and you rescued him in the goddamn boat, he'd want to know who the guy was that was rowing it before he even got in. I told him Mal Bronson is going. He said, "That bastard? Alright, wait a second. You'd think he was doing you a big favor." It took him about 5 hours to get ready. While he was doing it, I went over to my window and opened it and packed a snowball with my bare hands. The snow was very good for packing. I didn't throw it at anything, though. I started to throw it at a car that was parked across the street. But I changed my mind. The car looked so nice and white that I decided to throw it at a hydrant. But that looked too nice and white, too. Finally, I didn't throw it at anything. All I did was close the window and walk around the room with the snowball, packing it harder. A little while later, I still had it with me when I and Brossard and Ackley got on the bus. The bus driver opened the doors and made me throw it out. I told him I wasn't going to chuck it at anybody, but he wouldn't believe me. People never believe you. Brossard and Ackley both had seen the picture that I was playing, so all we just had a couple of hamburgers and played the pinball machine for a little while, then took the bus back to Pensy. I didn't care about not seeing the movie anyway. It was supposed to be a comedy, with Cary Grant in it, and all that crap. Besides, I'd been to the movies with Brossard and Ackley before. They both laughed like hyenas at stuff that wasn't even funny. I didn't even enjoy sitting next to them in the movies. It was only about 9:15 when we got back to the dorm. Old Brossard was a brake fiend, and he started looking around the dorm for a game. Old Ackley parked himself in my room, just for a change. Only, instead of sitting on the arm of Stradlatter's chair, he lay down on my bed, with his face right on my pillow and all. He started talking in his very monotonous voice and picking at all his temples. I dropped about 1,000 hints, but I couldn't get rid of him. All he did was keep talking in his very monotonous voice about some baby he was supposed to have had sexual intercourse with the summer before. He'd already told me about it about 100 times. Every time he told it, it was different. One minute he'd be giving it to her in his cousin's Buick, the next minute he'd be giving it to her under some boardwalk. It was all a lot of crap, naturally. He was a virgin if I ever saw one. He was a virgin if ever I saw one. I doubt if he ever even gave anybody a feel. Wow. I doubt if he ever even gave anybody a feel. Anyway, finally I had to come right out and told him that I had to write a composition for a strat letter and that he had to clear the hell out so I could concentrate. He finally did, but he took his time about it, as usual. After he left, I put on my pajamas and bathrobe and my old hunting hat. I started writing the composition. The thing was, I couldn't think of a room or a house or anything to describe the way Stradlater said he had to have. I'm not too crazy about describing rooms and houses anyway. So what I did, I wrote about my brother Ali's baseball mitt. It was a very descriptive subject. It really was. My brother Ali had this left-handed fielder's mitt. He was left-handed. The thing that was descriptive about him, though, was that he had poems written all over the fingers and the pocket and everywhere, and green ink. He wrote them on it so that he'd have something to read when he was in the field and nobody was up at bat. He's dead now. He got leukemia and died when we were up in Maine on July 18th, 1946. You'd have liked him. He was 2 years younger than I was, but he was about 50 times as intelligent. He was terrifically intelligent. His teachers were always writing letters to my mother telling her what a pleasure it was having a boy like Ali in their class. And they weren't just shooting the crap. They really meant it, but it wasn't just that he was the most intelligent member in the family. He was also the nicest in lots of ways. He never got mad at anybody. People with red hair are supposed to get mad very easily, but Ali never did, and he had very red hair. I'll tell you what kind of red hair he had. I started playing golf when I was only 10 years old. I remember once, the summer I was around 12, teeing off and all, and having a hunch that if I turned around all of a sudden, I'd see Ali. So I did, and sure enough, he was sitting on his bike outside the fence. There was this fence that went all around the course, and he was sitting there, about 150 yards behind me, watching me tee off. That's the kind of red hair he had. God, he was a nice kid, though. He used to laugh so hard at something he thought of at the dinner table that he just about fell off his chair. I was only 13, and they were going to have me psychoanalyzed and all, but because I broke all the windows in the garage. I don't blame them. I really don't. I slept in the garage the night he died, and I broke all the goddamn windows with my fist, just for the hell of it. I even tried to break all the windows on the station wagon we had that summer, but my hand was already broken and everything by that time, and I couldn't do it. It was a very stupid thing to do, I'll admit, but I hardly didn't even know I was doing it. And you didn't know Ali. My hand still hurts me once in a while, when it rains and all, and I can't make a real fist anymore, not a tight one, I mean. But outside of that, I don't care much. I mean, I'm not going to be a goddamn surgeon or a violinist or anything anyway. Anyway, that's what I wrote this Starlighters composition about. Old Ali's baseball mitt. I happened to have it with me in my suitcase, so I got it out and copied down the poems that were written on it. All I had to do was change Ali's name so that nobody would know there was my brother and no Straddlers. I wasn't too crazy about doing it, but I could think of anything else to script it. Besides, I sort of like writing about it. It took me about an hour because I had to use Straddler's lousy typewriter and it kept jamming on me. The reason I didn't use my own was because I ran into a guy down the hall. It was around 10:30, I guess, when I finished it. I wasn't tired though, so I looked at the window for a while. It wasn't snowing out anymore, but every once in a while you could hear a car somewhere not being able to get started. You could also hear old Ackley snoring. Right through the goddamn shower curtains you could hear him. He had finished trouble and he could not breathe too hot when he was asleep. That guy had just about everything. Sinus trouble, pimples, lousy teeth, halitosis, crummy fingernails. You had to feel a little sorry for the crazy son of a bitch. And that was the end of chapter 5. I will post the rest of the chapters, but for now it's this since um, since I'm supposed to be reading it for school. So I didn't want to start all over again. This is apparently due tomorrow. So subscribe guys. This isn't the only thing I'm going to have on my phone. I mean on my channel. I will upload other stuff. So yeah, I'll probably make some or probably get videos from other people that I like. I would share it with you guys. And well, yeah, that was it from The Catcher in the Rye, and bye.